The day I felt very prepared when I went to the clinic to have the MDMA-assisted psychotherapy. I got there like 8 o'clock in the morning. They had to run all kinds of tests on me, blood test, urine test, heart. They had to examine me for the clinical trial. And so we didn't really get started until about 9 o'clock in the morning. So I was very clear on that I wanted to get well. I was very clear on the intention that I set. I was given a little white pill to take with some juice, and I took it, and then I, just started to have conversations. About an hour to 2 hours into the psychotherapy, I started to feel like a racing sensation in my heart and extra sensation along the surface of my skin, a heightened awareness, but a sense of also calm came over me. I mean, initially, because I'm such a control freak and so had so much trauma, I started to kind of panic because something was happening to me that I could not control. But I had developed such a trusting situation in the setting with the therapist that I was able to calm down and sort of let the medicine fully enter my mind. I'd say probably in about 2 to 3 hours into the therapeutic session, I started to realize, wow, what's possible here is I can really look at the trauma. I can really talk about the trauma without getting re-traumatized. And I felt the courage and the sense of safety and well-being that I could start to articulate and tell things that I had never told to another human being. So I was able to start to really reveal the true things that had happened to me. And actually regain some memories that I had been forcing away, and was able to even remember those from the safe context of like a higher realization self. So there was always this part of me that was sort of the objective higher self, still observing my process and keeping me safe. So even if I was looking at some really horrible things that had happened to me, especially as a child, and I could fully experience the pain of that. It was not numbed out. It's not an anti-anxiety medication. But my anxiety, my sense of well-being was intact enough from the vantage point of having my higher self fully aware and my expanded reality to feel like I'm connected. I'm not alone. And that gave me the safety to really dig deep and start to do psychotherapy the way psychotherapy is ideal to do it. And then I'd say another hour or two into that, I realized, not only can I see exactly what happened to me, what the stories that the little child that was raped. I was raped as a child, and the stories that I had to tell myself as to why that happened. Why my mother let that happen to me, why the world let that happen to me, why would anybody want to do that to me? And we do this as little children, we're precognitive, and because I'm not loved, I'm not wanted, the world is a terrible place, it's unsafe, people are evil, all these things were like belief structures in my mind. Of course, I grew up and I was an adult and I wasn't in immediate danger, but those belief structures were still somewhat running my life. Like the fight or flight, ready to be hurt, because there was this belief, the world is unsafe. I'm going to be hurt any minute. And I was able to be aware of that, which I was somewhat aware of in conventional psychotherapy. But the difference with the MDMA as a catalyst was I was able to actually rearrange it and change it, like reprogramming a glitch in a computer, and have myself believe what is really true. I'm an adult. There's a certain amount of risk in life, but for the most part, I maintain a lifestyle that keeps me safe and the people I love. And I was able to put that real program into my own head. And it felt like I was doing almost like brain surgery on myself. So I think that the medicine not only makes psychotherapy effective, but if you choose to, as a patient, you can actually change and fix what is wrong in your mind. Literally, I was given that ability by this catalyst.